Aircraft have been a fundamental part of military power since the mid-20th century. Generally speaking, all military aircraft fall into one of the following categories: fighters, bombers, attack aircraft, transport and cargo planes, helicopters and unmanned aerial vehicles. And on today's video we discuss the 3 common types of military aircraft on Watch and Learn channel.
That's my exit.
The first type of military aircraft is a fighter aircraft. The fighter aircraft are fixed-wing military aircraft designed primarily for air-to-air combat. In military conflict, the role of fighter aircraft is to establish air superiority in the battle space. Domination of the airspace above a battlefield permits bombers and attack aircraft to engage in tactical and strategic bombing of enemy targets. The key performance features of a fighter include not only its firepower but also its high speed and maneuverability relative to the target aircraft. The success or failure of a combatant's efforts to gain air superiority hinges on several factors, including the skill of its pilots, the tactical soundness of its doctrine for deploying its fighters, and the numbers and performance of those fighters. Many modern fighter aircraft have secondary capabilities such as ground attack of some types. The recognized classes of fighter include air superiority fighter, fighter bomber, heavy fighter, interceptor, light fighter, all-weather fighter, including the night fighter, reconnaissance fighter, strategic fighter, including the escort fighter and strike fighter. Of these, the fighter bomber, reconnaissance fighter and strike fighter classes are dual role, possessing qualities of the fighter alongside some other battlefield role. One of the most obvious example of fighter jet is the Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor, is an American single-seat, twin-engine, all-weather stealth tactical fighter aircraft developed exclusively for the United States Air Force. The result of the USAF's Advanced Tactical Fighter program, the aircraft was designed primarily as an air superiority fighter, but also has ground attack, electronic warfare, and signal intelligence capabilities. The prime contractor, Lockheed Martin, built most of the F-22's airframe and weapons systems and conducted final assembly, while Boeing provided the wings, aft fuselage, avionics integration, and training systems. USAF officials consider the F-22 a critical component of the service's tactical air power. Its combination of stealth, aerodynamic performance, and avionics systems enable unprecedented air combat capabilities. F-22 Raptor can fly at a top speed of 2,470 km/h and have a cruising speed of 1,396 km/h. And it cost roughly at $377 million. The second type of military aircraft is an attack aircraft or strike aircraft. It is a tactical military aircraft that has a primary role of carrying out airstrikes with greater precision than bombers, and is prepared to encounter strong low-level air defenses while pressing the attack. This class of aircraft is designed mostly for close air support and naval air-to-surface missions, overlapping the tactical bomber mission. Designs dedicated to non-naval roles are often known as ground attack aircraft. The U.S. Navy continued to introduce new aircraft in the race series, but these were mostly similar to light and medium bombers. The need for a separate attack aircraft category was greatly diminished by the introduction of precision-guided munitions, which allowed almost any aircraft to carry out this role while remaining safe at high altitude. One of the examples of attack aircraft is the Fairchild Republic A-10 Thunderbolt II. It is a single-seat, twin-turbofan engine, straight-wing jet aircraft, developed by Fairchild Republic for the United States Air Force. It is commonly referred to by the nicknames Warthog, or Hawk. The A-10 was designed for close air support of friendly ground troops, attacking armored vehicles and tanks, and providing quick action support against enemy ground forces. Its secondary mission is to provide forward air control or airborne support, by directing other aircraft in attacks on ground targets. Aircraft used primarily in this role are designated OA-10. The A-10 Thunderbolt II can reach a speed of 706 km per second and it cost around $11,800,000 US in the year 1994. The third type of military aircraft is a bomber. It is a combat aircraft designed to attack ground and naval targets by dropping air-to-ground weaponry, such as bombs, launching torpedoes, or deploying air-launched cruise missiles. The first use of bombs dropped from an aircraft occurred in the Italo-Turkish War, with the first major deployments coming in the First World War and Second World War by all major air forces, causing devastating damage to cities, towns, and rural areas. The first purpose-built bombers were the Italian Caproni Ca-30 and British Bristol T.B.8, both of 1913. Some bombers were decorated with nose art or victory markings. There are two major classifications of bomber: strategic and tactical. Strategic bombing is done by heavy bombers primarily designed for long-range bombing missions against strategic targets such as supply bases, bridges, factories, shipyards, and cities themselves, to diminish the enemy's ability to wage war by limiting access to resources through crippling infrastructure or reducing industrial output. Current examples included the strategic nuclear-armed bombers, B-2 Spirit, B-52 Stratofortress, Tupolev Tu-95 Bear, Tupolev Tu-22M Backfire and Tupolev Tu-160 Blackjack. Tactical bombing, aimed at countering enemy military activity and in supporting offensive operations, is typically assigned to smaller aircraft operating at shorter ranges, typically near the troops on the ground or against enemy shipping. This role is filled by tactical bomber class, which crosses and blurs with various other aircraft categories: light bombers, medium bombers, dive bombers, interdictors, fighter bombers, attack aircraft, multi-role combat aircraft, and others.
You could fade away to the right just a little bit.
One example of this is the Northrop Grumman B-2 Spirit, also known as a stealth bomber, is an American heavy strategic bomber, featuring low observable stealth technology designed for penetrating dense anti-aircraft defenses. Designed during the Cold War, it is a flying wing design with a crew of two. The bomber can deploy both conventional and thermonuclear weapons. The B-2 is the only acknowledged aircraft that can carry large air-reserve standoff weapons in a stealth configuration. Total procurement costs averaged $929 million per aircraft in 1997, which includes spare parts, equipment, retrofitting, and software support. It can fly at the top speed of 1,010 km per hour. Every week, I upload at least one interesting video. Check my next video by subscribing to my channel and click that notification bell. If you want something to discuss, let me know it on the comment section. If you like it, please hit the like button and share it with your girlfriend or boyfriend. If you don't have one, just share it to anyone, then comment your address, cause I will send you one. Thanks for watching. Check my other videos in the description below. I'm glad if you watched another video of mine.